Hello all, welcome back to the Spruce Modeling. Today I will be painting some German snipers in Splittermuster camo. We'll start with the flesh. I base coat flesh black because it gives a warmer appearance. I then give it and then go over all of it with orange brown mixed with some flesh colors, and then I slowly build up highlights after the second layer, which hits almost everything except for some of the deepest recesses. I will paint the eyes. These can be kind of tricky, which is why I like to do it at that point. Then I'm going to keep building up some subtler highlights on just the most raised areas of the flesh. I will build up, you know, depends on the figure, but I've done, 6 or 7 layers, is about the average. So now we're going to move on to the uniform. This is a bit of ivory mixed with a tiny, tiny bit of green, both from Model Air, that I am then painting on as the base color for my camouflage, which is going to be German Splittermuster camo. Seen here, as I'm sure you can tell from the photo, it is on a tan background, brown dominant with green green splashes. Now this is very angular, and there's also those little lines which I will add when I add green. So I'm going to start off with the dominant brown color. Trying to make this accurate by making it very angular and also be very careful at this step. I try to make it match the contours of the uniform instead of just painting straight lines on over dips and creases in the uniform. I try to make it match those so that if it were to be pulled straight, it would be very angular. Here, as you can see, I'm doing it on the helmet, and here I'm doing it on the uniform. This is with green. I will go over with each color a couple times just to make sure that I've got the way that they clash together correctly, the proportions correct. So as you can see here, I don't have nearly enough color, but I'll be going back over it later with more brown to really make the brown much, much more dominant. These figures are dragon, and on the box it has a not super accurate representation of a splinter smock, so I'm just gonna tell you that. Don't base it off box. I'm also midway through, I'm giving it a bit of a brown wash just to bind the colors together. At this point, I'll also be painting the rifle, just warmer dark brown followed by highlights from wood with Model Air's wood. And after that, I'm just painting all of the things, all the metallics on it with the same color that I'm painting the black leather, which is, of course, black. Be very careful here. If you leak any of this onto the uniform, it will look very bad because the uniform base color is pretty light. I'm also going to paint some binocular straps that I added on one of the figures, and I'm going to be painting the gaiters and some of the pouches with khaki. I've seen various colors used on these, but it's always some sort of tannish. I'll also be painting the scope pouch as well as the binoculars with German camouflage dark green. I also paint the scope with this. I'm then going to add highlights to the black leather with some dark gray. Just get some color variation. Pale sand goes on the khaki. My thing on this is a little bit thin. I don't know why it just comes out of the bottle that way. I'm also going to be adding some medium greenish highlights onto the binoculars. So now I'm going to be putting metallics on. This is the last step for me. I put it on all metal. So now here you can see the completed figures. I'm pretty happy with it. As you can see, I did add more brown after the fact of painting the rest of the camo just to make sure that it did look correct. I like the angular kind of messy look, and I did add those little green stripes, which are kind of hard to see. But yeah, here you can see the snipers set up as they are meant to be. I also painted a small white strip on the back of this guy's hood because it is a reversible smock. The other side is winter camo. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with these. The flesh might use a little bit of work, but that's just practice at this point. So yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time making a diorama for these guys.